Hello and good day, friends. My name is Martin Afable, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Parables are like sword that stabs the mind awake. It uses vivid stories to convey essential truths that can challenge our assumptions. And Jesus, as the master storyteller, he often adds extra twists to familiar parables to challenge his listeners for them to reconsider their understanding of the kingdom of heaven. And so today I invite everyone to join me and let's explore these treasures and discover the insights that can stab our minds and hopefully our hearts awake. Today's parable is taken from Luke chapter 16 verses 19 to 27. And there are two characters in this parable, Lazarus and the rich man. Lazarus, in no other parables does Jesus name his characters, only in this parable. And Lazarus, meaning God's help, truly befits the character in this parable. All his life, he is in need of God's divine assistance because he is suffering. And ultimately, in the end, he receives God's help and is rewarded to be with God in heaven. And in contrast to Lazarus is the rich man, who is ironically unnamed and even condemned. Not just because he is cruel or evil, but simply because he is indifferent. For him, he has taken Lazarus just to be a part of his surrounding. Lazarus is just like a side character. The rich man is the main character. And it's precisely because of this that he is condemned. He could simply look at Lazarus and not allow the sword of compassion to pierce his heart. And as William Barclay puts it, it is precisely because of not acting on it that he is considered to be the most uncompromisingly condemned figure in the New Testament. So imagine that, just because he didn't act on it. And here's the final twist, really, of this parable, is that ultimately at the end, all of this, to love God and to love others, it has always been written and prophesied by prophets from the Old Testament, written in the Old Testament and even in the New. We all know this truth and this command. It's written in our minds, but most of us struggle to write it down in our hearts and to put it into practice. My dear friends, simply put, may this parable really awaken our hearts and our minds to the reality that we too are Lazaruses, who are in need of God's help. And in His splendor, God extends His helping hand. He calls us by our names, not just side characters, and He opens His gates for us. And secondly, may this parable also remind us that there are Lazaruses in the gates of our lives who are also in need of help. As you reflect on this message, I pray that it inspires hope in you, that this message gives hope to you, that you have a master who opens his gates for all of you. But most importantly, I pray that you don't just receive hope from this message, but you become hope givers to the Lazaruses in the gates of your lives, that you show to them God's help and allow the sword of compassion to pierce your hearts and uplift those surrounding you. If you have been blessed by this short reflection, please like and share Pathways of Hope with your friends and loved ones. And once again, my name is Martin Afable. Thank you and have a great day.